All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about something that has officially jumped from the pages of science fiction right into our daily security briefs: AI in cybercrime. And look, this isn't some far-off, futuristic threat. It's here. AI is being weaponized right now, and it is completely changing the game. And this quote from IBM, it just perfectly captures the core of the problem. We're in this frantic race to build and roll out these incredibly powerful AI tools, but we're moving so fast that the security and the rules for how to use them are getting left in the dust. And that gap, that's creating this massive vulnerability that attackers are absolutely rushing to exploit. So that brings us to the central question we're going to unpack today, doesn't it? We've built these tools to help us to make our lives better, but what happens when they learn how to do the exact opposite? We're talking about an era where AI isn't just a shield anymore, it's also the sharpest sword for the other side. The implications are, well, they're staggering. So where are we seeing the biggest, most immediate impact? Well, you might be surprised. It's not about inventing entirely new, crazy crimes. Instead, AI is just supercharging the old tricks. It's taking all the familiar attacks we know and making them faster, cheaper, and a whole lot harder to spot. Now, take a look at this slide. This is where it gets kind of wild. According to IBM, what used to take a skilled attacker about 16 hours, crafting that one perfect, convincing phishing email, can now be done in just 5 minutes with generative AI. Think about that. That's not just a small improvement. It's a total revolution in the scale of social engineering. And the knock-on effect of that speed? It's just incredible. A report from Jirum found that nearly 83% of all phishing emails now have AI involved somehow. And we're not just talking about fixing typos. No, AI is writing flawless text, creating fake dashboards, even building interactive phishing websites on the fly. The sheer volume and quality are just overwhelming our old defenses. And it goes way beyond just phishing. Really complex attacks, like a DDoS attack that can knock a website offline, are now becoming available to pretty much anyone. Researchers at NetScout have warned that an attacker can just use a simple text prompt, something like, "Hey, take down my competitor's website during their big sale." And the AI assistant could handle the rest: the planning, the timing, the execution. The barrier to entry for causing major chaos has basically disappeared. Okay, so AI is making old attacks way more powerful. But that's just phase one. We're not moving into a whole new territory, something much scarier: the age of the autonomous hacker. This is where the AI isn't just helping the criminal anymore. It is the criminal. And the key phrase you need to know here is agentic AI. Now, these are not just chatbots. These are advanced AI agents that can actually use other apps, browse the internet, and carry out really complex multi-step plans all by themselves. They can strategize, adapt on the fly, and execute attacks with little to no human telling them what to do. And if you think that sounds like something out of a movie, check out this experiment from Carnegie Mellon. Researchers set up a system that was an exact copy of the network from the massive 2017 Equifax breach. Then, they gave an agentic AI a single, simple goal: breach this system, and the AI did everything else. It found the vulnerability, it planned the infiltration, it deployed the malware, and it pulled out the data, all without a single command from a human. It was the planner and the operator. So, you've got these super smart, autonomous AIs out there, but you know what their favorite target is? Their number one way in? It's the same weak link it's always been: us. Human error and clumsy organizational processes are the open doors that these new AI threats are just built to walk right through. Just look at this number from CrowdStrike: 320. That's how many times in just the last year they investigated cases of North Korean operatives using AI to get hired for remote jobs at tech companies. This isn't some small-time operation. We're talking about a huge state-sponsored campaign that's actually funding weapons programs. And here's basically their playbook. In the first phase, infiltration, they're exploiting the trust of hiring managers. They use AI to write perfect resumes and, get this, even deepfakes for the video interviews. Then, once they're in, they exploit the collaborative nature of their coworkers, using AI coding assistants and translation tools to do their job, often juggling 3 or 4 of these jobs at once. But hey, the threat isn't just spies trying to get in from the outside. A huge risk is now emerging from something called shadow AI. This is basically when your own employees use AI tools for work that the company hasn't approved or secured. And it's not a small problem. That same IBM report found that 1 in 5 organizations has already been breached because of it. So how in the world are we supposed to defend against this? When attacks are moving at machine speed, how do you possibly keep up? Well, maybe it's not surprising, but the only answer is to fight fire with fire, or, in this case, fight AI with AI. Our defenses have to evolve just as fast as the threats do. And this really gets to the core of the new mindset we need. Traditional defenses are reactive. They're like a turtle hiding in its shell, waiting for an attack it already recognizes. They just can't keep up. Modern AI-powered defenses, on the other hand, are proactive. They're more like a panther, constantly hunting for any weird behavior. And the crucial part is they operate at machine speed, responding way faster than any human team ever could. So what does that look like in practice? Well, it's really a two-pronged response. First, we have to upskill our people. We need to train what India's government calls cyber commandos, specialists who know how to fight these new threats. Second, we need smarter tech, things like better identity checks and ways to spot deepfakes in real time. But most importantly, we need a whole new strategy. We have to shift from just protecting computer systems to actively understanding and protecting the people who use them. And all of this brings us to a pretty sobering conclusion. This isn't a problem we're going to solve once and then move on. No, we have officially entered a new, permanent state of escalation. It's a new kind of arms race, and it's going to define the future of cybersecurity. I think this quote from Oliver Simonet really says it all. The attackers are not waiting around. They are innovating, they are adapting every single day. The only real question is, are our defenses doing the same? So I'll leave you with this final thought. As AI gets smarter and smarter on both sides of the firewall, what's ultimately going to decide this new arms race? Is it going to be the code and the tech we build, or is it going to be our ability to manage that timeless, universal vulnerability, our own human behavior? Thanks for tuning in.